Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and it is that time to take a look at all of my planners for the month of July because I'm not going to forget. Otherwise, I'll forget if I don't do it now. So we're going to be looking at all my planners. This is a great chance to see what my planners look like all filled in after the, decorating portion because I don't fill it in on camera because I fill it in throughout the week, or sometimes I forget to fill it in and then I have to go back in after the fact, but it always gets filled in at some point. So I'm going to be showing you all my planners. I have my Skinny Classic and my Classic Happy planners. These two mimic each other, so all the plans are usually the same within the two of these. And I have my Planner Envy, which I've been kind of testing out to see if I were to move from Happy Planner in the future. I don't know if that's going to happen because I really love the size of a Happy Planner, and I've been with Happy Planner for 10 years, and so it's one of those like I'm having a hard time letting go. So, and I don't know if I want to let go, but I have been playing with this planner. So this one also kind of mimics these ones, but I've just been having a lot of fun kind of figuring out how and what it's like to decorate in another planner. And then the one I'm probably the most consistent in is my memory planner. So we're going to look at that one. So let's go ahead and let's start with my classic. We'll just start with the classic planner. This one's the simplest one. We're going to go to the month of July. A reminder, I did have a video where I took out all of January through the end of May, and I still need to take out June because I think I still have little pieces of June in here, but I still need to take out June. So technically January through June I need to take out, so I still need to take this one out, but we'll show this, and then after that I can kind of take it out since we're done with the July currently. But I like to only keep 6 months at a time in my classic planner because I have a whole other section in here that kind of makes it full size of all my extra pages and all that. So I like to only keep 6 months in here because I don't like putting it on the big discs. I just like having it classic size discs. So I do need to take off all of June. I'll probably take all of these out, honestly, and then I'll just leave the rest of July through the end of the year. So here is my currently for the month of July. July was a fun month. We got to celebrate our 11-year anniversary. I started my arm, which was fun. Nay did get sick quite a bit. But we're kind of hoping, it's like when kids are away from other kids, and then usually when they go back to school, they get sick because they're exposed. Like she kind of had like some camps and stuff. So we're like, hopefully she's just getting that out early. So that way when she starts school, we don't have to worry about that. But anyway, okay, so here is my monthly spread all filled in. And then we have my first couple of spreads for the month of July. I think this one was fun, and it was a great reason to use this because we did go boating, which was super fun. I didn't fill in this box, and I think it's because I didn't know. I think plans changed, and I didn't know what I was going to put there, or I couldn't remember. So this is the problem. Sometimes I don't fill it in right away, and then I forget. Our plans did change. I did this spread because we were supposed to be going to Waterworld, and then last minute we kind of decided not to, but we still did a trip up to Denver. I just went shopping instead. So instead now I just have like a fun and cute, colorful spread, even though it was designed for a different thing, but that's not what we ended up doing, which is okay. And then we've been getting lots of rain, so we did like a rain vibe spread. I really love this one. I think this one's my favorite out of the month, I think. And then last, we went camping over the weekend, and so we did some camping. I think this one is between the camping one and this rain spread because I just love these like scenes. I think they're so pretty, but I don't know which one. Which one? I also got to use some canceled stickers because I had some things happen. I think that's not the only one. I think something else got canceled too, where I got to use canceled stickers. So that was pretty fun. It's always fun to finally get to use a canceled sticker. Even though I don't like it, but I've kind of gotten over like, oh, I already wrote it in my planner, but now I'm like, oh, I can just place another sticker and it's fine. So that's my classic happy planner. I love this one too. I just like the really bright. I like this one for like a bright color spread, and then this one's a little bit more muted and like pastel kind of muted colors. And then this one is just, I like this one too, but I think it's the scraps that are doing it for me. So there's my classic planner. And then we have my skinny classic, which again, this one just mimics my classic planner. Again, there was my, got to use a canceled sticker because things got moved around after I already wrote it in my planner. I had a couple of things get canceled, but of course it was 4th of July week. And so I was like, I don't know why I didn't think they would get canceled. I knew that they would get canceled, but for some reason I just didn't put 2 and 2 together. So I really like this spread though. This is probably my favorite 4th of July spread that I've done, I think. And I don't do a lot of seasonal stuff, so I think that one's really fun. Went on a little bit of a trip. Again, this was because we were supposed to go to Waterworld, and we didn't end up doing that because I was kind of all done with being outside because this week we were at the pool a lot. So by the time we got to this week, I was like, I'm good. I was like, I don't need to be outside anymore. But I do really like this spread. Came out cute. And then again, travel, got to use some more canceled stickers. I don't think I did all those canceled stickers in my classic planner, now that I think of it. And then finishing off the month with a villain spread, which I do love, love, love this one. Look at that hollow dough. And I wasn't sure how I would like this, but I love it in the planner. Like, I need to do that more often with these like full box stickers because otherwise I just don't use them. I hoard them. But I really like this, and I think it turned out really fun. So there's my classic. Okay, classic and skinny classic done. All right, my planner envy, again, this one mimics both of those. I just have been having a lot of fun decorating in this one because it's a lot bigger, and I have more space to play with, which I've really, really enjoyed. So here's the monthly for here. I don't do it currently in this planner. I also don't fill in these. I haven't had the capacity to fill in that much stuff, but I am hoping if I do switch from Happy Planner, like those pages, I'll actually, have the capacity to use. So we have a couple of kits just for fun. This was our anniversary week. Princess and the Frog is my favorite movie. These are some journal junk stickers. And then we have a Harry Potter kit that I got to use in here. And these were like some old, I think all the kits I used, I've had, maybe this one I know I bought probably in the last year, but all of these ones I've had for years. So the fact that they still stick just fine, I'm so excited that like I have them. And now I'm finally kind of letting myself not hoard them anymore and actually use these stickers. These are stickers from Feel the Feels. And then that is it for in here, because then in this planner, the next week goes into August. So that is all the spreads in my planner envy. I really like this one because I was able to use a lot, but I also really like the Princess Tiana one because Princess Tiana is my favorite princess. So there is my planner envy planner. Okay, last planner we have is my memory planner. And this one, again, I feel like is the easiest to be consistent in because I do it every single week. Like I print out my pictures every Sunday evening and then I decorate my pages on Monday. The video doesn't go up here until Fridays. But this is something I am the most consistent in doing, which I'm really thankful for. And I just really, really enjoy doing it because then it'll be a really great thing for my daughter to look back at as she grows up, and for me too. It's nice to like have it to be able to look at. So here is the first week. This was our boating trip that I kind of talked about earlier. Some of these washi tapes aren't the greatest, but we have like a little flip moment with extra pictures in here. So that was a fun time. And then we did a little trip. So see, like we had like 2 weeks of back-to-back of being in the sun. So by the time we got to the week we were going to do Waterworld, I was all done. But then we went to Glenwood as like a family. We had our anniversary. So I have a couple of flip book moments in here of just like things that we ate and all of that good stuff. And then moving into the next week, we have more flip moments. This time I did a vertical like horizontal flip, vertical flip. I don't know how to call that. So that way I could fit more of our fun like pictures from weddings that we went to. And then we have extra journaling in here. I think that's all. I'm like sorry, I was trying to like think like, was this something? I couldn't remember if I put pictures in there, and then I was like, oh, there's a journaling box. So we have lots of flip book moments in here. We have lots of extra pictures. Went to the Renaissance, so I have all the extra pictures from that. I think those are the only two in there. And then finishing it off with the spread that just went up yesterday, all filled in. We have all our extra pictures from camping over the weekend and all that good stuff. So that's my memory planner all filled in and ready to be put on the shelf. I mean, it goes on my desk shelf, but those are all of my spreads for the month of July in my memory planner, in my planner Envy, and then my classic and skinny classic. So that's what those are looking like so far. We'll have another update at the end, at the beginning of September for all of August, to see what all of those spreads turn out to be. But there you go. That is a look at my planners all filled in. I feel like I get asked like, can I show the after the pens? And this is really the chance because I don't really like taking pictures of my after the pens, mainly because I'm not a huge fan of my handwriting. I feel like my handwriting always ruins the spread once I fill it in. So I'm like, I don't want that in a picture, but we can do it in a quick video, and you can always pause if you want to look, look a little deeper, and then also just like filling it in on camera. Sometimes I just don't know if things are going to change, and I also don't want to take the time to fill it in on camera because sometimes I gotta wait until later until I have time to fill it in. So anyway, there you go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!